Veronica storms across the grass, glaring at Mia's purple backpack. "No junk here," she hisses, grabbing it. She tears it open, pulls out the humming heart device and slams it to the ground. Mia cries out, her chest tightening as her lifeline breaks, Veronica's cold rage stealing a girl's breath. Before watching full video, comment below from you watching. Also like and subscribe for more emotional stories. The Chase family lives in Oak Hills, a picture-perfect neighborhood where every lawn is trimmed and every mailbox matches. But behind the tidy hedges, the HOA rules with a tight fist, watching every move. Mia, their 12-year-old daughter, carries a secret in her purple backpack, a $100,000 artificial heart device. It's the only thing keeping her alive with her congenital heart failure, a condition that steals her breath but not her spirit. Mia is a fighter. She's creative, always sketching daisies in a worn notebook, each petal a quiet escape from her pain. Her disability keeps her in a wheelchair some days, but her eyes sparkle with defiance. She dreams of running with other kids, not just watching them. Her courage makes you root for her, a girl who won't let a broken heart define her. Her parents, Landon and Emily, are warriors in their own way. Landon, a mechanic, has calloused hands and a heart scarred by years of worry. He's lost sleep fixing cars to pay for Mia's care. Emily, a nurse, knows every beep of a hospital monitor too well. She's drained from endless bills but never stops fighting for Mia. The HOA hasn't made it easier. They've gotten nasty letters about ugly things like Mia's wheelchair ramp, calling it an eyesore that ruins the neighborhood's charm. Then there's Veronica Steele, the HOA chairwoman. She's all sharp blazers and colder smiles, a woman who loves power more than people. Veronica fines kids for lemonade stands and bans garden gnomes for being tacky. To her, rules are everything. Families like Mia's are just problems to squash. She struts through Oak Hills like a queen, blind to the pain she causes. On April 8, 2025, the morning sun bathes Oak Hills in a soft glow, but there's no warmth for the Chase family. Landon kneels on their front lawn, tightening the straps of Mia's purple backpack after a grueling hospital night. The bag holds her $100,000 artificial heart, a lifeline for his 12-year-old daughter's failing heart. On the porch, Mia sits in her wheelchair, sketching a daisy with gentle strokes, her face tired but calm. The backpack rests on the grass for just a moment, a fatal pause. Heels click like gunfire. Veronica Steele, the HOA chairwoman, storms across the lawn, her tablet glowing with bylaws. "No trash on the grass," she barks, voice sharp as a blade. Landon stands, heart racing, but before he can speak, Veronica snatches the backpack. "Wait, that's Mia's," he starts, but she's already tearing it open, her eyes gleaming with control. She pulls out the humming device, its faint pulse alive in her hands. "A toy," she scoffs, mocking its weight. Then in a flash of rage she slams it against the curb. Metal cracks, wires snap, and the hum chokes to silence. Mia gasps, her small hands clutching her chest. "Dad!" she cries, voice breaking as her heart nodes falter. Landon rushes to her, screaming, "You destroyed her heart, you monster!" Veronica smirks, "Rules don't bend." Mia's cheeks turn ashy, her breath shallow. Landon's hands shake as he fumbles for the backup battery, a tiny unit with only 30 minutes of power. He clips it to her port, praying it holds. Neighbors stare from their porches, some filming, none helping. Veronica strides off, heels echoing, no guilt in her step. An ambulance wails in the distance, but Mia's fading fast. Landon holds her, whispering, "Stay with me, Daisy." The pain in his voice begs for justice. Someone must pay. The ambulance speeds through Oak Hills, its siren a scream that matches Landon's fear. Inside, he grips Mia's hand, her face pale against the stretcher. "Hold on, Daisy," he whispers, voice cracking. The backup battery on her chest beeps, each sound weaker, counting down the 30 minutes it can keep her alive. Mia's eyes flutter, too heavy to stay open, and Landon's heart twists, she's slipping away. At the ear, chaos swallows them. Doctors swarm, their words sharp. She needs a new artificial heart. It's $100,000 and we've got hours, maybe less. Landon freezes. $100,000? They barely paid for the first one. He looks at Mia, tubes snaking from her arms, and feels helpless. Emily rushes in, her nurse's scrubs wrinkled from a double shift. Her eyes meet Landon's, wet with dread. "We don't have that kind of money," she chokes out. The doctor's face hardens. Without it, she won't make it. A call from the insurance company stabs deeper. The device isn't covered. A voice drones. "It's non-essential." Non-essential? Landon's blood boils. Mia's life is everything. Every tick of the clock feels like Veronica's smirk, her heels clicking away from the wreckage she caused. He clenches his fists, picturing her smug face, his anger building like a storm. In the hallway, a janitor mops the floor, his face tired but kind. He pauses, glancing at Landon. "Heard about your girl. That HOA woman fined me once for my beat-up truck. Cruel she is." He slips a crumpled note into Landon's hand. "Joe St. Clair, attorney. He breaks people like her." Landon stares at the name, a spark igniting. Veronica won't walk away from this. She'll pay, he vows, voice low, his rage now a weapon. Mia's fight isn't over, and neither is his. Mia lies in the hospital, a temporary heart unit humming weakly under her skin. Landon sits by her bed, his eyes burning with guilt and fury. He sees Veronica's cold smirk every time he blinks, the woman who nearly killed his daughter. No more, he thinks. He won't let her walk free. A name echoes in his mind, Joe St. Clair, the attorney who crushes bullies. Landon finds him in a cramped office, a grizzled ex-Marine with scars and a glare that says he's fought worse than Veronica. She assaulted a disabled girl, Joe says, voice rough. Destroyed her lifeline. We'll nail her for that and more. They storm the HOA office, a beige box where Veronica lounges, sipping coffee like nothing happened. She waves off Mia's pain as a little mix-up, her voice dripping with arrogance. Landon's hands shake, but Joe steps forward, slamming a folder on her desk. Inside are Mia's hospital records, proof her heart device was no toy. There's a video too, caught by a neighbor's camera. Veronica smashing the machine, laughing as Mia gasped for air. Joe adds Veronica's own emails, cruel words calling Mia's wheelchair special needs junk. Veronica's face tightens, but she stays silent, her confidence cracking. That night, the video hits the internet. #MIA's heart shattered trends as millions watch Veronica's cruelty unfold. Mia's collapse, her tiny body crumpling while Veronica sneered. Strangers online call her a monster, their anger a wildfire. Reporters swarm her house, cameras flashing as she ducks behind curtains, trapped by her own actions. Landon watches the news, holding Mia's hand. It's not enough yet, but it's a start. Veronica's world is shrinking, and he feels the first spark of justice. Fight isn't just for Mia, it's for every family Veronica broke. Landon's ready to tear her empire down. The courtroom buzzes with tension, packed with angry neighbors, flashing cameras and hushed voices. Mia sits up front in her wheelchair, a faint hum from her temporary heart device breaking the silence. Her sketchbook rests in her lap, open to a daisy with jagged petals, drawn with trembling hands. She's here to face Veronica, the woman who nearly stole her life. Landon grips the bench, his eyes locked on his daughter, praying this trial brings peace. Landon takes the stand, voice steady but raw. Veronica didn't just break a machine, he says, looking at the jury. She tried to erase my Mia, my Daisy, like she was nothing. Jurors lean forward, some wiping tears. Mia's pencil pauses, her eyes on her dad, shining with trust. The room feels heavy, every word a weight. Veronica's lawyer stands, all slick smiles, calling it a sad mistake. But Joe St. Clair, the chase's attorney, tears that apart. He shows proof, Veronica's emails finding a veteran for his therapy dog, calling it a nuisance. A paramedic testifies, voice shaking, that Veronica blocked their ambulance, yelling about proper access, while Mia faded. The jury's faces harden, they see her cruelty now. The verdict comes fast. Guilty, the judge declares, felony assault, destruction of medical equipment, obstruction. Veronica's sentenced to 8 years in prison and a $500,000 fine, her own money for the pain she caused. Her face drains of color, lips trembling. Before she can stand, police step in, cuffs clicking. The crowd gasps as they lead her out, her head low, no longer the HOA queen. Outside, sirens wail as she's driven to jail. The HOA board gets hit too, fined $1 million and shut down for good. The judge turns to the chases. You're awarded $2.5 million, she says, for medical bills, your suffering, and Mia's future. Landon exhales, squeezing Mia's hand. It's not just money, it's justice. Mia comes home to Oak Hills, her wheelchair rolling over a lawn now free of HOA rules. She plants daisies in messy rows, each one a quiet rebellion against the past. Her new artificial heart hums strong, a steady song in her chest. In her room, she draws a new sketch, a daisy with gears woven into its petals, glowing with life. For the first time in months, her lips curve into a real smile, bright as the sun. Landon watches, his heart full, knowing his daisy is blooming again. In a cold jail cell, Veronica Steele sits alone, her name now a curse whispered across the country. The $500,000 fine has drained her bank account, leaving nothing but shame. Letters from her family stop coming. They turn away, unable to face her cruelty. Once a queen of control, she's now a shadow, her power buried under the weight of what she did to Mia. Her fall feels like justice, sharp and final. The world doesn't forget Mia. The hashtag MIA's heart shattered hashtag grows, a cry that echoes beyond Oak Hills. Families share their own stories, HOAs fining therapy equipment, banning memorial flowers, crushing hope. The anger builds and lawmakers listen. Mia's Law is born, a new rule that stops HOAs from targeting medical needs and limits their fines. It's a shield for kids like Mia, proof her pain changed something big. In the neighborhood, a mural rises on a community wall, a giant daisy with a mechanical heart, Mia's sketch brought to life in bold colors. Kids leave flowers at its base, calling it Mia's heart. Mia sees the mural and squeezes Landon's hand. "It's not just mine," she says softly. "It's everyone's." Her words carry hope, a promise that no one else will break under petty rules. The daisies sway, and Mia's strength shines, a light that outlasts Veronica's darkness. The sky over Oak Hills glows pink as dusk settles, casting a gentle light on Mia's lawn. She wheels out from the house, her purple backpack resting beside her, now stitched with a single daisy patch, a badge of her fight. The bag's zipper glints, guarding her new artificial heart, its soft hum a steady pulse in the evening calm. Mia's eyes, once shadowed by fear, sparkle like the first stars above. She's not just surviving, she's shining. Landon steps out, his boots quiet on the grass. He sits next to her, close enough to feel her warmth. "Pick a star, Daisy," he says, voice soft but strong, the nickname a promise kept through pain. Mia tilts her head, scanning the sky, then points to a bright speck twinkling fiercely. "That one," she says, grinning wide. "It's mine, it's still fighting." Her words carry a quiet power, a girl who faced darkness and won. Landon's throat tightens, pride swallowing his scars. The hum of Mia's device weaves into the night, blending with chirping crickets and a breeze that smells of freedom. No HOA rules bind this moment, no Veronica to steal their peace. Her defeat lingers like a faint echo, her name forgotten while Mia's grows. The lawn, once a battlefield, now holds only daisies, planted by Mia's hands. The camera pulls back, their silhouettes small against the vast sky, yet unbreakable. Text fades in, simple and true, for Mia whose heart beat louder than hate. The hum fades, but its strength stays, a reminder of a girl who turned pain into light, leaving the world a little kinder.